Hi, you're watching India Post Live. I'm Shivraj. This is India's first web TV news conversation, and today we're discussing intense speculation over whether Amit Shah will be the next BJP president. You too can join in on the conversation by logging on to indiapostlive.com. You can also tweet with us, #IndiaPostLive, or the handle @IndiaPostLive. Right, with Rajnath Singh calling a meeting later this evening to discuss organizational changes, there is intense speculation that Narendra Modi's man, Amit Shah, might be the next BJP president. What is all the speculation about? Let's take a look.
With the BJP winning 282 seats in parliament and their president Rajnath Singh now in the Home Minister's chair, it's time for organizational changes within the party. The first vacancy is that of a new president, and the name doing the rounds for the coveted post is none other than Amit Shah. Also known to be Prime Minister Modi's shadow, Shah showed his organizational skills by winning 71 out of the 80 seats in the northern state of Uttar Pradesh for BJP. He is now the front runner as other leaders like JP Nadda and Om Mathur seem to be taking a backseat. The decision now hinges on the RSS, and it may just be a matter of time before they give their nod to Shah's name. And once that happens, Modi will have total control over the party as well. So is the BJP ready to play second fiddle to Modi, or will the RSS work out a mechanism to balance the control of power?
But will it be as cut and dry as suggested in that report? Joining us in studio is Sanjay Singh, who's senior political editor with First Post, and Mr. N.R. Mohanty, who's also the director of the Jagna Institute of Management Studies. Sanjay, why Amit Shah?
See, at the moment, no announcements have been made, so therefore we shall restrain on that count. Yes, organizational changes in BJP is overdue, because Rajnath Singh, the incumbent party president, has become home minister, and as such, he cannot continue on two posts. That is BJP's old policy. And also logistically, also being home minister is a full-time job, and he will not do justice with the post of party president, because so many assembly elections are also coming. The BJP has to take a decision on that count. Amit Shah, yes, is one top candidate. He has proven his credentials in UP. But then there was also a thought in BJP as to should Modi first concentrate on expanding his cabinet, giving a full-time defense minister, and also correcting regional imbalances that are there. In the sense, Rajasthan has just one, Maharashtra needs, Shiv Sena needs some more kind of representation in the cabinet, and so on and so forth. That is the key question that has not been finalized as yet. Because initially, earlier, there was an opinion that first Modi should go for cabinet expansion and then go for party overall. Because if you see, three general secretaries have become ministers, Thawar Chand Gehlot, Anand Kumar, and Dharmendra Pradhan. Then you have vice presidents of the party who have become ministers, Uma Bharti and Smriti Irani. Then you have a whole lot of other people who have become ministers, Narendra Singh Tomar, Harshvardhan, they have become union ministers. Those changes have to be made. And therefore, that has organizational overhaul or restructure has to take place. Whether it takes place today or a few days later, that is a key question. Whether it's Amit Shah, JP Nadda, Amit Shah, of course, is number one.
Front runner.
Yeah.
But Mr. Mohanty, it isn't that clear and cut and dry, because there have been a lot of tweets, a lot in the social media, a lot of reports saying that Nitin Gadkari has also been putting up octogenarian LK Advani's name as well as party president. There's been a lot of speculation that it may not be that smooth sailing for Narendra Modi when it comes to party decision.
No, at this moment I do not think Advani has any chance, because Modi is riding the wave, and he will not allow Advani to become, he did not allow Advani to become Speaker of the Lok Sabha, right. And do you think he will like him to become the party president and become another power center? Absolutely. Obviously, any prime minister would like someone, a dummy as the party president, who would always do the dictates. And that has happened in Congress. All prime ministers are, most of the prime ministers have remained party president as well. Or but whenever they have installed someone, they have installed dummies who would do, even like to floor clean the floor, wash the floor if the prime minister or the leader asks them to do. So that's a process.
Point about Advani, I'm just correcting one small thing, was about president of the nation, not about party president.
Okay. And the other thing was, I guess Narendra Modi is going to use the fact that Amit Shah showed results in UP. But is it about his organizational skills or just the fact that he's always been so close to Narendra Modi and he's been doing his bidding?
Both things are true, but Amit Shah has proven his credentials. See, Amit Shah was sent to Uttar Pradesh when nobody was willing to go to Uttar Pradesh in the sense to deliver the results. UP was in focus BJP's mind for a long time, and the party's graph was sliding and nobody was there. Nobody had an idea as to how to stem that downslide. Forget about taking it uphill. And then Modi decided to take that particular risk. That risk was there. It was Amit Shah on behalf of Modi or acting as proxy for Modi. Over a period of time when he started, there was a skepticism within the party in Uttar Pradesh. Over a period of time, gradually he built up. And 73 results, he has proven his credentials. If you look at the current lot, because so many seniors and capable leaders have become ministers, if you strictly on merit, in interest of party, as BJP leaders say, Amit Shah has the best credentials to become party president. Now the question is, the only thing that goes against him is that he and Narendra Modi belong to same state. His proximity is all very clear, and he is seen to be Modi's man. And also his Karm Bhumi, Uttar Pradesh, is again Modi's adopted state, in the sense he has adopted Varanasi as his own home constituency. So therefore his Karm Bhumi and Janm Bhumi of both these leaders have become the same. Therefore that was one critical point, and that gives the impression that Modi has command over not just the government but also over the party. Not that any other leader who becomes party president will think in any other terms than looking up to Modi for guidance in terms of leadership issues and some other organizational issues. But that sense, with Amit Shah being there, that sense is writ large. But you need not say anything. The initial reservations, as I understand, that RSS and other people had in BJP, that reservation has now gone, because now many people say that where is the problem? Is there anything written like that in constitution, their own party constitution? Or somebody has said so, that two persons from same state cannot become party president and prime minister. So that reservation, I think, slowly is dissipating.
And Ms. Mati, what about the style of functioning? Amit Shah has demonstrated results in UP, but some say that he's also very similar to Modi, very autocratic. Or is he a team player? Or will he have to become a team player if he's elevated to the position?
I mean, the president has to be a team player. He's a very introvert kind, not very extrovert. So that's why you do not know. But the point is, when you have power with you, you can afford to be very friendly with everyone. That's not an issue. It's only when you become hostile, only when your position becomes insecure. Other people are threatening.
What about his critics who say that his whole platform, what he said in Muzaffarnagar, is that his greatest strength comes from the politics of polarization?
Yeah, that's Modi's strength also comes from that. But after all, at some point of time, a sizable chunk of Hindu population had strongly been rooting for Modi. That this is a leader who can save Hinduism. That was an argument.
And Amit Shah being his biggest votary on ground.
Much before Modi tried to project a picture of all India unification. That time Modi was sharply a polarizing figure, and that time large number of Indians, especially the youth, semi-educated, semi-literate, they all had rallied around him. And of course, the middle class and other people started rallying around him when he saw the success of Gujarat model. That Gujarat is not a model of polarization, it's a model of development. And that's why larger number of people started joining. So when there was a convergence of both the forces, that's the reason why he got this unprecedented mandate.
Okay. We're also joined online by Sanjeev Singh, senior journalist. Sanjeev, how will Amit Shah's elevation change the pecking order in the BJP?
Well, as I was saying, it's going to be Modi all the way. I mean, so far we've seen total control being exercised by Narendra in the government. And we want to see, it's very ironic that the kind of situation that the Congress party was in its earlier avatar. Now we're going to see similar thing happening to the BJP, that too when it's at its all-time high. But critics will say that because of his proximity, he's being pushed ahead. But what I would like to see, the party still taking some time before they actually decide and let Amit Shah go to Maharashtra and deliver the results there. Once he does that, then there'll be no sort of criticism as far as his organization will go. And it's even more important now that if he has lost the seat like Gopinath Sanjay. So the only thing more now chance to form. So if he goes and puts up a good performance for the BJP in Maharashtra, then he can rightfully claim the vote of the BJP chief.
Right. But interestingly, Sanjay, he's operating now in the other states as the go-to man to change fortunes for the BJP. But what about in his own state where he has cases against him? It is a little more complex than that. Even internally, they'll have to do a hard sell with other BJP contenders as well.
See, when Amit Shah was made General Secretary and when these talks started to make him General Secretary, and then one of those cases were coming up. And to best of my information, Amit Shah then advised the party president not to take him then, so that otherwise there could be small embarrassment. And it took a while for the BJP, and he was Supreme Court cleared in some cases, made him go to Gujarat. And once that happened, and thereafter he became General Secretary. At the moment, few cases are there, but CBI has not charge sheeted him in one of the cases, which was very important. And that having been cleared, that obstacle of course is there. That is there in minds of some BJP leaders. But at the moment, they perhaps are not much worried about that, because they think that things are going smoothly at the moment. Not much have come against him, so to say, in terms of evidence that CBI is, there is no news that CBI is going to further charge sheet him in any of those cases. But should an adverse ruling comes from court, that would be an embarrassment, huge embarrassment for the BJP.
Ms. Mati, you very interestingly said that, while Hindutva was the platform, but for the middle classes then, the whole development model became the big showcase. In the light of that statement, the fact that Amit Shah still has cases pending against him, how is, even if, hypothetically he's elevated to this position of party president, how is that going to play out with the middle class that has voted Narendra Modi in?
You see, the criminal cases, the political parties are very brazen about it. Look at ADR has only brought out the report. How many people, members of parliament elected, have criminal cases against them? So it's not, and I'm sure if they want, that will not be a major factor. They will brazen it out. And now that Modi and the BJP has come to power, even Congress regime, they could not fix Modi and Amit Shah. And in this regime, CBI is just a handmaiden. CBI, you play it around, its spine is very elastic. Whichever way the power comes, that's the way that moves on. So that's the reason why CBI certainly will become completely complacent, and in the absence of any evidence, obviously courts will find him absolutely free. I do not foresee that Amit Shah would be actually charge sheeted in any of the cases. So he should be very free so long as Modi is in power, and there will be absolutely nothing coming against him. So that embarrassment I don't think BJP will ever face.
Sanjeev, how do you think this will all play out vis-a-vis the opposition and civil society organizations who have been talking about Amit Shah's dubious past in court and outside as well?
You see, it's ironic again, because a couple of years ago, the BJP refused to attend the lunch being hosted by Manmohan Singh before the parliament session, and that was because they said that they accused the CBI of doing vendetta politics against Amit Shah when they come up against him. But like Mr. Mohanty was saying, we're not going to see much of a legal movement against him. We're not getting into the details of the case, but the way India has been functioning, we can be rest assured that Amit Shah is not going to have much problems with it. It is only the courts, if they some sort of an adverse government act, he will get into trouble. But this is going to be an issue that they're going to keep raking. We've seen that with Narendra Modi, we've seen that with Amit Shah. But than just going and protesting. We have to get into the facts of the case and ensure that it is the court who become the watchdog rather than the CBI, because we've seen the kind of allegations being made against the CBI. So it will be much better for them to focus on the details of the case and focus on the legal angle.
All right. And Sanjay, from his Janmabhoomi, from Gujarat, there's speculation that Narendra Modi will make way for him to stand from Vadodara. Is that something that you're hearing? Is that authentic? Is that going to happen?
See, there are two things. Another talk is why not he should be made a permanent president of Uttar Pradesh, because nobody in the past could dare challenge the way he did to Mayawati and Mulayam Singh Yadav and to Congress, to all of them. He humbled all of them. So that is another demand from UP. There are so many people who are talking about it. Of course, that demand is there in Gujarat also. He could be one good candidate, but chances are the candidate that Modi replaced in Gujarat, because Amit Shah also at this stage has to travel. Elections are coming in Maharashtra. Elections are coming in Jharkhand, Haryana. Bihar elections should take place earlier than scheduled. Then who knows, Uttarakhand may also go to poll. Then you have several by-elections coming in Uttar Pradesh. So he also has to concentrate in those areas. Amit Shah does not get a profile by becoming an MP. He could become an MP any day. He contests from Vadodara. Also, when he was an MLA and still an MLA, he has highest margin in terms of popular votes. Amit Shah has this good organizational skills, but he also now has kind of, if you look at Modi's rallies and kind of the workers' enthusiasm that Modi evokes, Amit Shah, if you look at him, Amit Shah has started evoking workers' enthusiasm and their support in same way as Modi is evoking their support.
But the argument is that he's still trying to play the old Hindutva card. He's still trying to throw the polarization. He's sort of a gauntlet in to gauge how the mood is, and then he exits. So he's still seen somewhat as a dual, dangerous kind of character on the ground.
I think after these Lok Sabha elections and Modi becoming Prime Minister, that is no handicap any longer. And that is not considered any sin any longer. And then also he clarified, but he is not the only one who polarized votes in UP. Of course, others would say that there were several other leaders. BJP initially was not talking about this thing. What happened is all known, and the way it happened and the way polarization of votes took place in UP and several other parts in the country, that is all known. But what I am saying that no longer that is taking as any handicap in the BJP, particularly in the BJP and perhaps also outside.
All right, so we're getting a tweet from Kamalaram Sajeev, who says he will not accept the job now. Instead, he'll focus on another UP mission, capturing the assembly. Is that feasible sort of comment?
That's what I was saying. There are people who are demanding that he should be made permanent president of UP. After all, there is no bar from somebody going and contesting from other state. There are so many people who have gone to other states. Narendra Tiwari was chief minister of 2 states. Uma Bharti, for that matter, she was chief minister of Madhya Pradesh, and now she is MLA and then an MP from Uttar Pradesh. She is also again there as one of those potential candidates.
So how will his elevation sit with the likes of Uma Bharti? Because she's very vocal and she definitely is not going to sit back and accept things the way they are.
That is an interesting situation to watch. But currently, see, gradually people with this kind of result, people have accepted Amit Shah. Amit Shah has, in these elections, Modi, of course, became the numero uno unchallenged leader in the BJP. But there was rise of another leader in the BJP, that was of Amit Shah. So people have accepted his organizational skills. If Amit Shah becomes party president at this stage, Amit Shah obviously could be considered as somebody in the longer run who could be successor to Narendra Modi. In that case, what happens to the likes of Shivraj Singh Chauhan?
But he's very low-key. So would he sort of be able to take on that mantle?
No. What I am saying that it would be seen by many people. That's a long way to go. Nobody knows what happens 5 years or 10 years down the line.
All right, Sanjeev, you had a point to make as well.
I was trying to say when he said that he should be made a permanent president of UP. I gathered from that point only, the topic is somewhere there around whether he's going to be projected as could be one of the candidates projected as UP Chief Minister for the party in 2017. But I have my reservations on that. I mean, he can be a good organizational leader, but the kind of result that we've seen in UP, both regional parties, the SP and the BSP, have woken up. That that bubble is burst for them because initially before the elections were going on, the joke was that both BJP and Congress could only find Gujaratis to come and sort out the best in UP for them. But it's going to be a different ball game. Plus, I mean, if at all it comes to a situation where Amit Shah's name will be considered as one of the candidates for the top job in UP, a sort of regionalism thing will then take over. This the whole Hindutva flank that is being used by the BJP, that would suffer because then it will become UP versus non-UP and there'll be a lot of issues involved. But on the whole, I mean, as of now, he has a very good following in UP, but the dynamics will change if he's projected as one of the candidates for the top job.
All right, but also, Mr. Mohanty, coming back to the fact that we were discussing about the cases against him. If the courts sort of pull him up, it's going to be a huge setback for the BJP then, because here they're presenting this transparent, open ending of corruption and all the things that went wrong in the last regime. They want to turn that around. The middle class is their biggest constituent that's watching them, seeing this great hope. The courts, if they say something, would be very adverse. So do you think that's a factor in their decision, whether it's so clear and dry and cut and dry for Amit Shah?
No, I just said a court can give a judgment only on the basis of what the prosecution is presenting before the court. And the prosecution will be completely neutralized. It has happened in India. Its prosecution is always subordinate to the powers that be, and nothing, it has never moved unless someone in the power has prompted them to do so. They have never moved. And here is the case where the top man and his aide is involved. So that's the reason why prosecution will completely be silent. And the court, despite its whatever intentions, would not be able to give a judgment which goes against him. In the Congress, such a long time, 2000 to 10 years, nothing happened. I don't think in the next 5 years anything going to happen.
So Sanjay, today, just taking on from that, Rajnath Singh has called a meeting to look at organizational change, look at the upcoming assembly elections. Do you think factors like this will still play a huge role in the debate that happens internally in the party, or do you think because the ascendancy of Narendra Modi has sort of said, this is it, we're on the upswing, this is the way we should go?
See, so far as I understand, when political leaders, top political leaders take a decision and decide on something, it goes beyond or perhaps issues that come up there actually are issues which are not in debating point in the public. Things are beyond that, and perhaps those are separate. Win or loss does not make a difference. But in this case, this particular win makes a difference. Nitin Gadkari, for instance, was made party chief minister, party president when he had lost Maharashtra elections. But as party president, he was successful. You have Rajnath Singh. He after he lost UP elections, he was made central minister. And subsequently to Rajnath Singh's credit, he was party president for 4 long years. When party presidency was in jinx in his previous term. Now he can also, and his supporters can also claim that during his presidency, party has got this kind of mandate. Of course, Modi's role was there, Modi's persona was there, and these kind of results, nobody is doubting that, and nobody is making any counter claims. But then when they actually sit and decide, the only factor I think will weigh in their mind is that should Modi be given this kind of sway over the party and the government. That is only a small point. JP Nadda, on the other hand, is a decent
coming
man.
to the other contenders.
Yeah.
I mean, what are their strengths? And do they even stand a chance?
Yeah, the JP Nadda has a chance. See, when you have government at the center, role of party president is not that of a party president who is there in normal times when party is there in opposition, because then all party's strength and everything is focused in the organizational structure in the party. Now when you have government, the top leader is there as prime minister, supposed number 2 is home minister, and all top leaders are there in different ministries. When Vajpayee was Prime Minister, look at the people who were party president. Jana Krishnamurthy, Bangaru Lakshman. You also had Venkaiah Naidu for some time, Kushabhau Thackeray for some time. And basically the party president have to be in tandem with the Prime Minister and so on. In this case, the BJP also, the role of party president has become important now more than it was in Vajpayee regime, is because of the fact BJP has ventured into, or Modi's persona has gone into areas where BJP did not have a base, and the vote percentage have gone substantially up. So BJP has to try and evolve and expand in those areas. How do you expand till such time there is a party president who can actually think, go there and work through his cadres and local unit to expand in those areas. So therefore there is some difference between the kind of party structure that was there during Vajpayee's time and the party structure that will have in Modi's regime. And so therefore Amit Shah's chances as a strategist, as an organizational man, therefore brightens in this particular case.
Well, Mr. Mati, strategist, very good at mobilizing numbers, especially in areas where the BJP hadn't made inroads. But the fact remains that there will now be then somewhat of a duality in the way the party and the government approach issues, because after all, Narendra Modi came in on this great hope of development and promise of change for the middle class. Do you see the party becoming slightly stronger on the Hindutva platform?
No, still Narendra Modi will hold sway. Amit Shah cannot strike out on his own.
No, but I'm saying that maybe it's an intelligent way of saying, as Prime Minister, we'll talk development and give a free hand to Amit Shah to push the Hindutva agenda as President of the party.
No, party cannot afford to be in conflict with the government, and especially when government has taken an agenda of development. So obviously that would be suicidal for Modi himself. So he will not allow any party president to have his Hindutva program going on, which would impinge on his popularity as a leader who is getting everyone together. So that he will not allow. He will not be able to strike a discordant note there at all. But as it is, I think, I do not think that the BJP is looking forward to a leader of stature as president, because they do not want anyone to undermine the position or create any kind of
power center.
By another power center. So that's why the second, third-rate leaders would be there in that position. For that, the Naddas and the Amit Shahs, they all, whoever is presented there, would just do the bidding what Narendra Modi wants. That's all.
All right. So over the next, we just to close the program, over the next 48 hours or the next few days, what do you think are the priorities for Rajnath Singh now going forward, given that he's called this meeting? Do you feel that they will perhaps look at first the assembly elections and then change in the party at the top leadership, or will they look at both together?
See, when the decision on party president will be taken and restructuring of organization will be taken, there is a difference. It's not Rajnath Singh who is going to decide all of this. There is a third player which we are forgetting, that is RSS. And Modi may have his complete say in government formation, some suggestions here and there from RSS and some other quarters. But when it comes to organizational structure, RSS does have a big say in BJP's decision making. So therefore RSS will also have a say, not about perhaps about the timing as to when do you decide as to who should be party president, but yes, as to who should be party president, RSS will have a say.
All right, so we'll have to wait and watch and see whether this intense speculation over Amit Shah becoming party president actually comes true. Thank you so much for joining us in studio. And thank you, Sanjeev, for joining us there online to put perspective on the story. You too can continue joining in on the conversation by logging on to indiapostlive.com and keep those tweets coming in. Thank you for watching.